you can't allow foreigners to tell you are lazy. If you allow them to tell you are lazy, you're going to start believing that you're lazy. And if you want to drink on Friday after work and end it on Sunday before 8 and go to sleep.
Corruption is the other thing that kills us. We have so many reports of members who are saying they arrested this undocumented person.
And you can build your Lagos and your Nigeria in Nigeria, not here.
Of destroying your tourism industry. Imagine telling a tourist to go home while they are busy spending their money in your own country.
JACINTA is throwing shade and saying certain stuff to Julius Malema indirectly, and if you listen to the video and what she's saying, you could see that indirectly she is referring to Julius Malema. And I don't know if now she wants to enter into politics, because she's basically telling people who to vote for. And this marching that they have been marching, listen, they are still doing it, and the way some of them are speaking to the foreigners and basically harassing them, Charlie, if you have the money, just come back to your country, because Charlie. And also I have other videos for you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. You don't lose anything by liking. Just give the video a thumbs up. Let's go into the video, watch, come back and talk.
And I'm going to apologize secondly for the premier of the province. I want to apologize for her. Let me tell you why I'm apologizing. Because I remember one of the very first instances that evoked this feeling inside of me that this country is gone is when she was in hospital telling someone that you are overstretching our resources in our country. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to do that. She did that because she's a South African. Yes, we all make mistakes sometimes. We say things we are not supposed to say. And I apologize for her. Because I know for a fact that if there's anything I know for a fact, I know this premier does not like this thing of South Africans not being put first in their country. I've never met her. I don't know her. I've never spoken to her. But the reason I'm here is because she invoked something in me that made me stand here today. And for that, I'm forever going to be grateful to her. And I just want to say thank you to the premier for evoking this feeling in me to be here today. Because our hospitals can never ever be a Zimbabwean public health care, in and out, traffic from Zimbabwe, in and out, in and out, in and out. And if I'm asking anything from our members of March and March, you've said what you had to say today. And I'm happy you said it. But now, we need to find a way to work with the premier to make this province work. Because at the moment, she's the only person that can make it work. And the one thing that is making me talk and say I apologize for her is because I know her heart. I've seen her going to operations at night. And other premiers are not doing that. If you can go to the Free States, you've never seen them doing that. You can go to the Northern Cape, you've never seen them doing that. You can go to even the Western Cape there by the DA province, you've never seen them doing that.
She's doing it for media.
But she did, remember, she can't be doing it for media because, like I said, the feeling of me even standing up came from her inspiration. She might have said things that we don't agree with, but I don't see that her heart is in the wrong place. I know, I could be wrong, I know. But all I'm asking is that we work with her. I believe if we work with her, what we are trying to achieve will happen faster. We are not here because we are saying we don't want to work or we want to work against her. That's not what March and March says. That's why we go to meetings with premiers, ministers, and everyone. Because we know, right now, they have the power, we don't. The only power we have is to protest and make our voices heard.
Yes.
But for them to do the job, we need to work with them. Amen. And I apologize on her behalf for what she said about March and March. Maybe people told her we are a movement of vigilantes. You know what they always say? Vigilantes. We are ethnic mobilization, ethnic. It's your chance to choose the right people. If you do not choose people who choose you, they are going to choose foreigners. You are going to choose people who give tenders to foreigners. You are going to choose people who give school opportunities to foreigners. You are going to consistently choose people like Fikile Mbalula. Because Mbalula, when you are in a gathering like this, he's not listening to what we're saying about foreigners. He's waiting to hear what is Much and Much going to say that is wrong. When people are booing people, is that my fault? If someone says boo, did I send you guys to say you don't? Did I send you to say anything? No. If you are unhappy with the premier or the mayor or anyone, I don't live in Limpopo, do I? So if they boo the person must take the boo and go home and think about it. Why are people booing me? Mbalula should be more worried about why are his people being booed, not asking me why are people being booed. As if we pay people to boo people, no. And next week he's going to do another press conference talking about Much and Much. Honestly, you must stop choosing people who like the sound of their own voice. You must choose people who choose you. Choose people who listen to what your problems are. Choose someone who's going to come to the ground with you. Choose someone who's going to make sure that South Africans are put first. Right now we can see that there are jobs in this country. All along they said there's no jobs in South Africa. Where are the jobs coming from? Where? Obviously, because if you use your brain and you think, you say, oh, there's people who are not supposed to be here. Let me get rid of the people that are not supposed to be here so the people who are supposed to be here can get the jobs. Simple. It's not magic. If you remove the children that are not supposed to be in the schools that you say are full and South African children don't have a space, there will be space in schools for children. If you're saying there's no beds in hospitals, the hospitals are full, the medication is finished, obviously if you remove the people that are supposed to be getting medication from Mnangagwa and take them back to Mnangagwa, you will have medication and beds and a functioning hospital. And lastly, you are going to take over those businesses that are owned by Somalians here. You are going to take over those businesses. And when you take over those businesses, you're not going to do something that's going to make those people happy. You are going to make that business a success. You are going to make that business a success for yourself, for your children, for your family, and for the future of this country. When you are going to a job, you are no longer working for yourself, you are working for the whole country. So you can't tell us you are tired of going to work. No, go and work. You are working for all of us. Because these people are not paying taxes, that's why we don't have money in the country. Now when you go and work and you pay tax, that money is to make sure that there's a future in this country. But you can't allow foreigners to tell you are lazy. If you allow them to tell you are lazy, you're going to start believing that you're lazy. And if you want to drink on Friday after work and end it on Sunday before 8 and go to sleep. So you can wake up fresh in the morning to go to work. Okay? And to our sisters, if you want to marry them and go with them to their country. Okay? And you can build your Lagos and your Nigeria in Nigeria, not here.
Corruption is the other thing that kills us. We have so many reports of members who are saying they arrested this undocumented person. Just around the corner they stop and he's back on the street. Now, the days when a person in this country, because to be in this country illegal without documents is a crime. The day when our members look at them and see an ATM, a walking ATM, stops today. Because there's no way, colleagues, that we can fight crime. There's no way that we can win the community back to our side. There's no way that they will trust us again if we are not decisively dealing with corruption and with our members who's colluding with criminals. We cannot work with those who are working against us. My first instruction will be to the DPC crime detection. We will resource our anti-corruption unit today.
for a 70 so when you move forward, don't close the gap. Then you put up the security.
We're demanding our land back from Gurus like you. Take a video of me. We are demanding our land from people like you who are busy hiding foreigners in your apartments. We're doing that, and this is not just a joke. We're fighting for our kids. Your kids doesn't need drugs. Your kids are not involved in drugs. Why are you so selfish as old as you are? You said that you like what we're doing at first, but now we're asking you about the foreigners that are inside your apartment, and you are telling us that you're not going to answer us. We are going to demand that you remove foreigners in your apartment, and maybe if you want someone to rent, we can bring them.
So South Africans, remember when I tell you guys we are going to deal with you guys. We are going to destroy you guys. We are going to destroy your economy. You guys thought I was playing. So just yesterday, Mr. President destroyed a South African company. Destroy it to the ground. You see, this company made over 3 trillion naira every year. For the past 12 years, they don't have company in Nigeria. You understand? They don't have any staffs in Nigeria. Every money is going to South Africa. They are spending that money in South Africa. And no, the company is not MTN. This is the company name, Opticia. You see, when you make call for Nigeria and your credit finish, or you dey browse, your data finish, you go borrow data, borrow airtime. Now them they run them. Now they only them that they run them for this country. Now Mr. President look them. He says, "Sure, now they deal with my people for there." He can approve some Nigerian companies for Nigeria where they do that same work. So the money is no more going to them. They are not making anything out of the money. Only Nigerian companies are making money out of there. Now they don't verse. They don't carry the matter go court. They sue Nigerian government. You guys want to repair your country. You don't want us to repair our own country. In my comment section, all I'm seeing is Ambani, go home. We are going home. We are going to fix our own country. You guys should go and fix your own country. You are no more making any money in Nigeria. Leave our country. Don't worry, we are coming to MTN soon. Relax, MTN, we are coming to you. Now, line by line, one after the other, we will deal with you guys.
So there have been a lot of comments about crime intelligence these last few weeks, because their leaders, they were prosecuted by IDEC, and we have established that they were prosecuted maliciously. But here's one thing that we are not talking about. The fact that crime intelligence was created specifically to gather intelligence, to prosecute certain crimes that only they are able to identify through intelligence gathering, and only they will be able to bring to court. Typical of the crimes that crime intelligence was created for was insurrection. Because for insurrection, you need to be able to have a lot of intelligence gathering being done. You need to be able to buy equipment for intelligence gathering. You need to be able to access records that a typical police officer at a Protea station, police station, will not be able to access. You, as crime intelligence, you are the highest form of policing that we have in the country. But here is the problem. The last few months, we have had one problem of insurrection. People who are determined to make the country ungovernable. These are much and much people. And they, in public, they have presented themselves as people who are concerned about illegal immigration. But now, from their own mouths, they are telling us that, hey, we received international funding to be able to go and do the things that we have done. We did not do these things out of our own volition. Someone paid us to go and do them. And they are telling us that people bought cars, that people bought houses from the money that they received from international funders or international organizations. This is the things that crime intelligence should have picked up. Things that they should have been able to tell us about, and they should have been able to arrest these people. So tell me, why are these people not arrested? These last few days, all of them, they have come out. JACINTA and her organization, they have come out and accused Ngiswe of behavior that they do not tolerate. And then Ngiso has accused both of them, both JACINTA and Phakela Mthakathi, of receiving money. And Phakela Mthakathi has accused them both of receiving money. But we know that they have received money from international funders. All of them are saying that. Why is crime intelligence not arresting them? Can we answer that question? Because guys, this is a typical crime that crime intelligence was created for. Typical crime.
Telling a tourist from America, from Europe, or wherever they're from to go back home is one way of destroying your tourism industry. Imagine telling a tourist to go home while they're busy spending their money in your own country. I see some South African on some tourist comment sections telling them to go back home. They never said they were staying forever. South Africa is beautiful, but there are also other beautiful countries. So you are not that special. Africa is full of breathtaking destinations. Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Botswana, Namibia, Egypt. If the visitors stop coming to South Africa because they don't feel welcome, who loses? Direct your anger to politicians who failed to create jobs, who failed to secure borders, who failed to build your economy. Hospitality builds economies, and hostility, it drives people away. And that, my friend, is still part of the long view. And this is Piwa.
Listen to us. Listen and listen carefully. And don't give us the attitude, okay? We don't need you guys anymore. We didn't go to your country. Do you understand what I'm saying? We didn't go to your country. Go back to your home. We're sick and tired of you. Go back to your home. We're talking to you. Don't run away. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You have a bad attitude. This is not your country. We're tired of you. Go back to your country.
Again, with South Africa, the amount of suffering that the British Empire and the Dutch themselves.
But South Africans are killing Africans right now. Why is no one talking about that suffering? Right now, South Africans are hunting down Somalians and Nigerians and Congolese people and literally killing them on the streets and taking their stores and saying it's mine. So why is no one talking about that suffering? Was you aware of this?
No, I was.
Yes, why is no one talking about that suffering? So it's okay when Africans do it, or South Africans do it, sorry, but it's not okay when the British did it.
Countries around the world are warning their citizens to be careful when traveling to South Africa. But according to some people, xenophobia is a lie. Canada says exercise a high degree of caution when traveling to South Africa. The United States warns about crime, unrest, and kidnapping in South Africa. And Australia tells its citizens to exercise high caution because of unrest in South Africa. The UK further says there has been an increase of anti-immigrant and xenophobic violence in South Africa. The UK is saying xenophobia and xenophobic violence in South Africa, it is targeting African immigrants or those who are perceived to be Africans. So, fellow South Africans, who is lying here? Is Canada lying? Is the US lying? Is UK lying? Is Australia lying? Or is denial becoming easier than facing reality? That's a long view question. And this is Piwa, the gift that keeps giving.
So this is like an indirect blow or indirect message to Julius Malema because he supports Africans, basically because he supports Africans. So JACINTA is not happy. And I think Julius Malema, I shared a video here, Julius Malema talking about match and match. And for me, honestly, I don't know, but in that video, Julius Malema didn't really say something bad. He just said he knows how some of these matches, how it starts and basically how it ends. That's what he said. So he has been speaking about it and speaking against it and just telling them that they should allow the authorities to rather do that than they going to people's houses, their shops, like bringing them out and asking them to leave and all that. So I don't know, but JACINTA, I don't know. When is she going to stop? That's one thing I want to know. If you're South African and you're watching this, when is JACINTA going to stop? I want to know, because honestly, this thing, let's put sentiment aside. It is destroying your economy. It is not, I all the time say that it is not other people or other Africans from other countries that are destroying your country. All these things that is going on, it is destroying your country because people are making videos. They are putting it out there on the internet. That is the problem. You understand? That is the problem. So please, if you are a South African, honestly, I think you need to speak up. It's about time. It's about time you speak up, because listen, this thing is gradually destroying your economy, especially tourism. And tourism is one of the biggest sectors in South Africa that rakes in a lot of money. Charlie, thank you so much for watching.